Choosing the right business. Hello, and welcome to the Choosing the Right Business session. The first and most important decision for new entrepreneurs is choosing the right business. So in this session, we'll show you a step-by-step approach to selecting the best business for you, talk through some common mistakes that new entrepreneurs often make, and provide you with the tools you need to maximize your chances of success. Here's what we'll cover today. The entrepreneurial mindset. What is the right business? A step-by-step approach to choosing the right business. Case study, Liliana chooses the right business. When to start, and do's and don'ts. The entrepreneurial mindset. Lots of people dream of owning their own business. Let's be honest, the benefits are significant. As a small business owner, you get to call the shots, choose who's on your team, and enjoy the rewards of your hard work. However, there are some downsides too. Running a small business requires a lot of time, hard work, and dedication, and there is always a risk of not succeeding. Being an entrepreneur is tough, but if you plan carefully, and yes, work hard while you're working smart too, you can boost your chances of success. Starting with the right mindset. Your shot at success goes through the roof if you start with the right mindset. Your mindset is basically how you see and approach things. So here are some attributes that can really boost your chances of success. Courage. Let's face it, starting a business can be an intimidating challenge, especially if it's your first new business. So when challenges pop up, and they will, courage will be your secret weapon to keep chasing after your goals and making your business a success. Creativity. Get ready. As a business owner, you'll face new challenges every day. Being a creative problem solver will ensure that you and your business are ahead of the competition and ready for the future. Resilience. Every business owner goes through tough times, but if you can bounce back and adjust quickly, it increases the chances of your business surviving when something goes wrong. Adaptability. When things around you change, you'll need to change too. It could mean making changes to what you sell, or how you offer your services, or even how you manage your business. Being able to adapt is a big advantage. Curiosity. Being genuinely interested in the world around you, especially your customers and their needs, is a huge advantage. When you ask questions and stay engaged with your community, you'll get some seriously valuable insights for your business. Never, ever stop learning. Humility. Being the boss doesn't mean you have to know it all. Stay open to new ideas and be willing to listen to others. You've got a team of awesome people around you, so give them credit and recognize their contributions. Put all these qualities together and you've got what we call the entrepreneurial mindset. Having this mindset means you'll keep pushing ahead and not let obstacles stop you. You'll be ready to handle any changes that come your way. And most importantly, you'll be able to build a fantastic team that helps make your business successful. Think you're ready to get started? Let's jump in and find the right business for you. What is the right business? The right business is one that you love doing, helps you achieve your own goals, and has a really good chance of being successful. Here's one of the first things to think about. What kind of business do you actually enjoy? And what type of work gets you excited? Everyone's different. And what you like might be totally different from what someone else likes. Maybe you love being outdoors, or you might be more of an office person. Some people thrive on building relationships with their customers face-to-face, while others are totally cool with selling online to people you don't even know. You might prefer regular hours with weekends off to spend time with family. There's no right or wrong answer when it comes to what kind of work you enjoy. Just remember, it's important to think carefully about your preferences so that you can make a good decision and select the right business for you. It's a great idea to write down your preferences and your goals on paper. Many researchers and experienced professionals believe that putting your goals in writing boosts the likelihood of actually achieving them. In this session, we'll walk through a process of identifying options for your new business, focusing on the best ones, and using your preferences and the business's potential for success to choose one of these options. We'll also talk about two common challenges to good decision-making: overconfidence and impatience. A step-by-step approach to choosing the right business. Let's walk through the 5-step approach to choosing the right business for you. Step 1, decide if you really want to own a business. When you start a new business, you'll be putting your own money at risk, working long hours to make sure your business is successful, and spending less time with your family and friends. Owning a business can be pretty stressful. You've got a lot on your shoulders: customers, employees, vendors, suppliers, you name it. Before you jump in, just take a moment to decide if you're ready for the challenges and opportunities that come with that. Step 2, make a list of business options. You have a ton of options for the type of new business you'll create. Step 2 is to make a list of those options. Write something about each business idea you have. Keep it short and sweet, though. Just a quick rundown of the products or services you plan to offer to your customers, and an estimate of the price or prices you will charge. Remember, this is just the starting point. You'll add more details later on. Step 3, focus on the best options. What are the best options on your list? It's important to narrow down your options to the ones that have the greatest potential for success. If you have the money to start a business, the skills and knowledge you need, and you can compete effectively for customers, then that business is one of the better options. In a minute, we'll present 6 different questions to identify the best options for you. Step 4, evaluate the best options. The final evaluation of your options depends on your preferences and the business's potential for success. This step is tough for a couple of reasons. First, you'll need to think about your personal goals and preferences for working in the business. Take some time to really think about what you want and what you're good at when it comes to this business. Second, it's really hard to predict if a business will succeed or not. But you can make a better guess if you gather information and do some research about the business, the market, and the customers. That way you can make a more informed decision about the potential of the business. Step 5, choose the right business for you. Finally, it's time to choose the right business for you based on your preferences and the potential for success. Later in the session, we'll identify 2 things to watch out for when you're making the final decision: impatience and overconfidence. Decide if you really want to own a business. An important thing to consider when deciding if you want to own a business is that being a business owner is a different job than working in a business. I know, it sounds simple and obvious, but picture this. You're a very skilled baker. You've worked at several restaurants and bakeries, and now you want to start your own bakery business. Even though your previous jobs involved baking and maybe even managing inventory or equipment and people, owning a bakery includes loads of other additional responsibilities. Your main job as an entrepreneur is running the business and making sure that the business is successful. That involves handling money, sales, partnerships, and your team, while also following all the rules and regulations, like licenses and permits. Depending on the size and type of business you have, you might not actually get to spend a lot of time baking or doing whatever your business is about. It's important to remember that entrepreneurship is its own type of job. If you're ready for entrepreneurship, then you are ready for step 2. Make a list of business options. As I mentioned earlier, once you've decided that you want to start a business, the next step is to make a list of options. There are several ways to generate the business options for your list. First, think about what you're passionate about or what you've got some special skills in. That way you're doing something that you really enjoy or are really good at. Another way is to look at what people need but aren't really getting from other businesses out there. You can be the one to fill the gap. Here are some questions to consider and to get your list of potential businesses started. What activities do you enjoy that are a part of a business? For example, do you like to bake or cook for others? Do you enjoy working with your hands? Do you enjoy working with numbers, creating content or graphic designs? Are you good at managing projects or people? Do you like to build long-term relationships with clients? Do you enjoy working in an office environment or being outside most of the time? There may be businesses where you can do the things that you enjoy. Are customers getting what they want from businesses in the market? For example, is there an opportunity for a food truck park in your community? Or perhaps a neighborhood daycare could provide a convenient service for working parents? Would an errand service be beneficial, or would a fruit stand give shoppers more options? Research the market for your business ideas and try to understand whether current available services are overpriced, difficult to access, or unreliable. Is the quality of some products or services less than what customers would like? By studying the market, you might be able to create a new business that meets customers' needs better than other businesses. Do you have special skills that can be turned into a business? Do you know how to play a musical instrument or use special computer programs? Have you been trained as a bookkeeper, electrician, landscaper, caregiver, or medical assistant? Do you have a talent for organizing, shopping, or cosmetics? Are there emerging industries that would allow you to pivot your career into a new business? For example, career musicians may decide to pivot to teach music lessons or design music for podcasts. There is almost no limit to the types of skills that can become new business ideas. By asking yourself each of these questions, you can create a list of potential new businesses. You may even find potential businesses that fit into all the categories. For example, perhaps you like to bake. You're very good at baking, and the community needs a new bakery. That is a business with tremendous potential and should be included in the next step, focusing on the best options. Information to gather. The best way to avoid making the wrong decision is to gather as much info as possible about the potential businesses you're considering. Before you move on to the next stage, take some time to collect information about yourself and all the business options on your list. To help you out, here's a list of topics and questions that'll give you the essential info you need. Money. How much money do you have to start a new business? Some businesses need a lot of money to start, while others require just a small investment. Skills and knowledge. What special skills and knowledge do you have? Some businesses require significant training, experience, or skills. But if you don't have them yet, maybe you should hold off until you can develop the knowledge and skills that you need. Customer needs. Does the business really focus on a specific set of customer needs? Trust me, it's a much better strategy to aim your products and services at a particular group of customers rather than trying to please everyone out there. Even if you have a great business idea, it won't work out if there's no real customer demand. Market size. Is the market large enough for your new business? Are there other companies meeting the needs of the customers in the market? What's going to make your customers choose you over the competition? You might need to make an educated guess about the market size. Competition. Will your new business be competing on price, quality, or service? If you're in a commodity business, it's all about offering the lowest price to attract customers. Competing solely on price can be tough because you might end up cutting your profits just to keep being the cheapest. In other more specialized markets, you can attract customers who are looking for something unique or high quality, or for products combined with customized services. The best businesses on your list will be the ones for which you have enough money to launch, you have the skills, experience, and knowledge you need to operate the business, the market is large enough for your business to enter and compete for customers, your product or service is focused on satisfying a defined set of customer needs, you're competing on more than just price. Where to get the information you need. To make a good decision about the right business, you'll need to collect info about customers, the market, the competition, as well as your own goals, skills, and resources. There are tons of resources out there to research your potential options. Here are several to get you started. Potential customers. If you can, try talking directly to people who might be interested in what you're offering. This is a fantastic way to find out what they like and what they're looking for in the market. Just ask them what they want and whether they can find it in the stores or online right now. Other business owners in your industry. Depending on the type of business you're interested in, a lot of owners are open to discussing how their business is doing, both the good and the not so good parts. If you're looking to start a similar business, it can be helpful to talk to these owners and learn from their experiences. To make the conversation easier and to get more honest insights, it's a good idea to talk to owners who are not direct competitors. That way they won't feel like you're trying to steal their customers or ideas, and they'll be more comfortable sharing their thoughts and advice with you. Community development resources. Depending on your location, there could be many different community resources available to you. For example, many cities, counties, and states have economic development offices, programs to support small businesses, as well as programs and organizations that may support women-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses, veteran-owned businesses, and more. Bankers and other lenders. Lenders who work closely with small businesses may have useful information about local markets and opportunities. Industry trade groups. Industry trade groups are organizations that represent the businesses in a specific industry. For example, independent electrical contractors provide support, training, and advocacy for businesses that provide electrical work. There's a list of industry trade groups in the U.S. linked in the course materials for this session. Small Business Administration. In the U.S., the Small Business Administration, or SBA, offers support to small businesses across the country. Through their Small Business Development Centers, SBDCs, the SBA offers training and information to aspiring small business owners. There are other federal programs and organizations that support small businesses in the U.S. as well. Focus on the best options. Once you've made a list of different business options and gathered the information we talked through earlier, it's time to narrow down your choices. Don't worry, we've made the process a little easier by creating a worksheet with some questions for each option. You can find it in the course materials for this session and the resources page on the Moby website. In the worksheet, you'll answer some yes or no questions for each business option you listed. If you answer yes to all the questions for a particular option, then it's a strong candidate for your business. However, if you have some no answers, it's good to think about whether you can take action to turn those no answers into yeses. For example, if you realize you don't have all the skills and knowledge you need for a certain business, you can consider going to school, getting specialized training, or gaining relevant experience to change that answer to a yes. But if there are some no answers that you can't change, it might be a sign that the business option isn't the best fit for you. In that case, you should think about excluding it from your list of options. The goal is to identify the most promising business choices that align with your abilities and goals. Check out these suggestions to switch a no to a yes. Do you have enough money to start this business? If your answer is no, try to save more money, find investors, or borrow money. Do you have the skills and knowledge that you need? If not, you could learn the skills from a mentor or experienced professional. Get a similar job to gain experience. Do you understand the customer's needs? If your answer is no, you could talk to potential customers or interview other business owners. Will your product or service satisfy the customer's needs? If not, you could try changing your product's design or how you deliver your service. Is the market large enough for your new business to get customers? If you answered no, you could try to expand your business territory or broaden the customer definition. Now that you've narrowed down your list to the best options, it's time for the final step, evaluating your list to find the right business. Evaluate the best options. Now that you've got a list of businesses and narrowed it down to the best ones, it's time to figure out which one is the right fit for you. To do that, you need to evaluate each option individually. There are different ways to do this, but one simple way is by using two main factors, preference and potential. And guess what? We've got a worksheet for that too. You'll find it in the course materials for this session and in the resources page on the Moby website. When we talk about preference, we're referring to how well the business aligns with the way that you want to live your life and the goals that you have. This includes considering factors like how much you want to work, where you want to work, and if you'll have enough time for your family and personal life. Some of the questions to ask yourself about each business option. Will I be working outside, in my home, in an office, or in a co-working space? Will I be working regular hours with weekends off? Will I have time for family and holidays? Will I be working with people that I like? Will I be at one location or on the road every day? These are just some of the questions you might want to ask yourself as you consider each option. You may have other preferences that you want to include, and it's a good idea to brainstorm these too. When we talk about potential, we're looking at how likely the new business is to succeed. Success depends on a bunch of stuff, both things we can control and things we can't. For example, external factors are those we can't really do much about, like natural disasters, economic downturns, or unexpected pandemics. They can all have an impact on a business. On the other hand, internal factors are more in our hands. They're related to how well we manage the business and how we meet the needs of our customers. When we evaluate the potential of a business, we're considering both the outside stuff we can't control and the inside stuff that we can manage to give it the best shot at success. Here are some questions to ask yourself about each of the business options. Will I be able to fulfill my promises to my customers? Will I be able to adapt to changes in the needs of my customers in the market? Will I be able to compete against other businesses? Will the business make enough money to pay me, my employees, and my suppliers? Figuring out which business is the right fit for you isn't easy. Sometimes you might not have all the answers you need to make a perfect decision. That's totally normal. In those cases, you might have to take a bit of a guess and make a prediction. But hey, remember, all that info you gathered earlier about the customers in the market, that's the key to making a smart prediction. With that data in hand, you can make a more informed guess about how well the business could do in the future. So, even if it's not all crystal clear, you've got some valuable insights to help you make the best possible choice. Avoid impatience and overconfidence. When you're going through your options, it's crucial to be on the lookout for some common mistakes that can mess with your chances of success. The two big ones to watch out for are impatience and overconfidence. Impatience can push you into making decisions too quickly without fully being prepared. And when you're overconfident, you might ignore important information that could be critical for your business, especially information about potential obstacles or problems with your business idea. Here are some ideas to help you avoid impatience and overconfidence. Consider more than one business. Impatience may lead you to consider only one business. Don't rush. There are countless new business opportunities every day. Take your time to consider all your options. Perform a thorough analysis. The step-by-step approach described earlier takes time to do well. Impatience may lead you to skip steps and start before you're ready. Take the time you need to perform a thorough analysis. Start small and grow. If possible, start with a small version of the business and grow over time. Sometimes we get so eager to see big results that we try to start off on a massive scale. Impatience can push us to grow too fast, and that can lead to problems down the road. Understand the basis for competition in your market. Do you really understand what customers want in your market? Overconfidence may lead you to make a decision without complete understanding of this important aspect of your business. Control your financial risk. Don't invest all of your assets in the new business. Limit your investment to a predetermined amount that you're willing to lose. Overconfidence may lead you to think that you can risk more than you can afford. Discuss your decisions with experienced business owners and friends. Learn from the experience of others. You won't believe the insights that you can uncover just by sharing your business idea with people. They might hook you up with new resources, info, or awesome tips for success. Most business owners are generally kind and happy to share their own stories with you. So listen up and don't make the same mistakes they did. Make a decision. All right, it's decision time. You've done all the groundwork, made your list of options, narrowed it down to the best ones, and carefully thought about each option based on your preferences and its potential. It's time to choose the right business. It's the one that aligns with your preferences and makes you happy, and that has the greatest potential for success. Next, we'll walk you through an example of someone who went through the same process you just learned about. She used these exact steps to select the perfect business for her. Case study. Liliana chooses the right business. Meet Liliana. When she was in high school, Liliana worked for her uncle every summer. Her uncle had a landscaping business, and Liliana helped out by picking up supplies at the hardware store, nursery, and landscape supply company. She also helped select healthy trees and shrubs, kept them healthy until her uncle was ready for them, and assisted with transplanting them. When Liliana finished school, she wanted to start her own business. She liked the landscaping business, but didn't like all the driving and being outside all the time and the lack of interaction with the customers. Typically, her uncle only spoke with the clients at the beginning and end of a job. Her favorite part of the job was visiting the nursery, selecting healthy plants, and talking to the nursery employees about the best plants for her specific purposes. In her community, drought was a frequent occurrence, so she was also interested in drought-tolerant landscaping options. Liliana saved some money from her jobs and felt she was ready to make the commitment to starting a business. She had completed her MOBI certificate, so she had the basic information she needed. Her parents would let her live at home, so her expenses would be low, and she could devote her time to making her business a success. But what business was right for her? She knew that it would be related to the landscaping and nursery business, but wasn't sure how she could compete. To figure it out, she made a list of things she liked to do, places where she thought the market was not meeting the needs of the customers, and the skills that she had. Enjoyable activities on her list included working with healthy plants, building relationships with people, making landscaping beautiful and environmentally friendly, and working in one location. Unmet customer needs she listed were limited choice of drought-tolerant varieties, inconvenient for landscapers to go to the nursery every few days for supplies. Skills and knowledge she felt she had were how to care for, transport, and transplant trees and shrubs, how to select environmentally friendly varieties. Based on this list, Liliana thought of 4 possibilities: a landscaping business like her uncle's, a traditional nursery, a specialized nursery that focused on drought-tolerant varieties, and a business that delivered healthy plants to landscapers at the job site. To identify the best options, Liliana collected some information about the different business types. She talked to her uncle, other landscapers, and the owner of the nursery where she bought plants. And she read about the nursery and landscaping business on the National Association of Landscape Professionals website and the Arizona Nursery Association website. As a part of her information collection, she realized that her customers were different depending on the business. In a traditional nursery, her customers would include both landscapers and homeowners. If she started a landscaping business like her uncle, her customers would be homeowners only. Liliana made the following table to summarize her findings. Based on this table, Liliana decided that the specialized nursery and the traditional nursery could be excluded from consideration. The specialized nursery just didn't have a large enough market, and Liliana wasn't sure she understood the customer's needs very well. She felt better about the traditional nursery, but there was a lot of competition in the market, and she wasn't sure she would be able to compete without bringing something unique to the marketplace. Liliana decided to complete the Preferences and Potential worksheet for a landscaping business and for the nursery and delivery business. Here's what she found. Liliana felt she knew a lot about the landscaping business after working with her uncle, and she knew that she didn't like working outside all the time or moving around to different job sites every week. She also knew that there was a lot of competition in the landscaping business. She didn't want to compete against her own uncle. She decided that the right business for her would be the nursery and delivery business. She could use her skills to select, raise, and care for healthy plants, use her uncle's network to find landscapers and others who would be her customers, and she would enjoy working at the nursery and delivering healthy plants to job sites. She was worried about having enough money to start, but she would talk to her uncle to see if he was interested in investing in the business. She knew this was the right decision and couldn't wait to get started. When to start? As you can see from Liliana's example, the process for choosing the right business can and should take time, careful thought, research, and preparation. Impatience and overconfidence can make it tempting to start a business before you're actually ready. Take a moment to gather all the info you need and understand what it takes to start your business. Choosing the right business to begin with is the best way to chart a path for success as you pursue business ownership. It's likely the first and most important decision you'll make. As we've discussed, it can be a good idea to start small and grow. Let's say you dream of having your own bakery, but you're not quite ready to take the big leap and quit your current job. No worries. You can start small by selling your specialty cakes to your family and friends. This would allow you to keep your day job so you can continue saving money while you test the market with flavors, designs, costs, and pricing. Pursuing a new business on the side like this is known as a side hustle. Some people call it moonlighting, having a job or business alongside their regular job. One of the best ways to make sure you have what you need to launch your new business is to create a business plan. You can learn all about the business plan in the business plan session, also available in audio, video, or online. Top 10 do's and don'ts. The top 10 do's. 1. Live frugally and begin saving up money for starting your business. 2. Make sure you have an entrepreneurial mindset. 3. Make a list of the activities that you enjoy that are a part of a business. 4. Consider several options for a new business. 5. Honestly evaluate your skills, experience, and special knowledge, as well as the business's potential for success. 6. Talk to lots of people for advice. 7. Think carefully about customer needs and how your business will meet those needs. 8. Carefully consider the competition in the market and the size of the market. 9. Complete the preferences and potential worksheet for each business option. 10. Finish your business plan before launching your new business. The top 10 don'ts. 1. Don't quit your job before you have a completed business plan and are ready to launch. 2. Don't consider operating a business in a field you do not enjoy. 3. Don't risk all the family assets. Limit your liabilities to a predetermined amount. 4. Don't compete with your employer in a moonlight business. 5. Don't be in a hurry to select a business. Do the research first. 6. Don't select a business that has limited potential for success. 7. Don't operate a business in which you must have the lowest price to succeed. 8. Don't neglect to consider the negative aspects of a potential business. 9. Don't permit overconfidence to outweigh careful analysis. 10. Don't forget that building a successful business will take time. Congratulations on completing this session. Moby's free business plan template and other worksheets, checklists, and templates are available for you to download. Check out the list of Moby resource documents on the resources and tools page of our website. Great work today. Good luck on choosing the right business.
This session can be taken on its own or as a part of a full course to earn a certificate of completion and/or digital badge from Moby and Santa Clara University. If you're taking this as a part of a course or want to enroll, be sure to log on and take the corresponding quiz or final exam as appropriate. You can access more topics, courses, and helpful information for your business at www.scu.edu/MOBI.